we are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And we are underway from FedEx Field. And it's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. On first down, it's Newton. It's caught on the left side by Baldwin. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
I don't care how many times you tell the story, it never loses its luster for me. Doug Baldwin, undrafted out of Stanford, and plays like a #1 receiver should in the NFL. I don't care how you cover him. I don't care that his size isn't great. He's the one that typically comes up with the football.
Absolutely. His roots go all the way back to Gulf Breeze, Florida, where he's from, right on the water near Pensacola, and then, of course, to Stanford, and, boy, he's been good. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? On second down, here's Newton. To the right side to Aiken. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target, and he's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said,
Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Here's Wolford over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
On second down, Martin. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be third and about the length of the football. And this defense looks for one more stop here on third after the run. He'll look to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll set up a throw. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will have the first before he's brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
The goal of every offense is to move the chains, pick up first downs. A nice job finding an open receiver for a completion.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they're on the move here. They've got it 1st and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So out now come the Redskins. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Green with a catch left side. And they're going to get this one up past the 25. A good pickup there at 22.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So the offense lining up 1st and 10. Newton on 1st down. This is complete. It's Baldwin. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They were in the 4-3. Mike linebacker made a great tackle.
And when that happens, generally it means that the guys up front, the 4-down defensive linemen, have absorbed all the blockers and allowed him to run free to the football. He ends up with a textbook tackle.
Out to the left here to Reed. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group. On 1st down, it's Newton. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. And an alley to run. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And they finally put it into this return, but not before he's all the way down to the 37. New York set to take the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? And now they're in the hurry-up. On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Ten yards to go on 3rd. Looks to throw. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
So now on 4th down, Mike McCarthy will turn to his field goal unit. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. And Sturgis able to knock it through. And the Giants are off now to a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Now it's Sturgis converted on the field goal. Now he'll send this one away on the kickoff. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And here come the Redskins now. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to sack him for a loss of 6. To throw on 2nd down is Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the free safety, Eric Berry. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late.
My second body cost a lot. After I bought it, I just wore it home. Reading philosophy and gossip rags. Spending my bottom dollar on my toes. I'm a pacifist who's never not been pacified. I'm a piece of... It's a point of pride. I'm the super rich complaining I want more in life. Cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from the middle of you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference to me. I don't understand what you're saying, only kinda listen. Make room for a man on a mission with you. I don't even know how I got to the finish, but don't care, don't make no difference. I lost the weight and then I start to tumble. My mind betrayed me many years ago. I walk alone to keep from slipping under. Got lost as soon as I stepped out the door. Word just never got his time to shine. I'm a punk kid, no reason why. Nothing finer than the taste of tears running down my face. So cry, baby, cry, oh, cry, baby, cry, oh. I don't really care where I stand in the winner's circle. Make room for a man from...
And now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Caleb Sturgis now to do the honors and get us started. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. They'll come out in the pistol. They run from the pistol here with Freeman. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Over the middle here to Brown. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
It goes as a gain of 6, and it's a first down. And they're on 3rd and short. They just tried to spread the field. It worked.
And I think that the spreading of the field, the extra receivers, has really become the next in the evolutionary chain in the NFL. Go all the way back in that situation, you're handed to the fullback, right? As we evolve, maybe you pitched it to your tailback. Now you spread the field, and you have your choices of where to throw it and complete it for a first down. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Second down now after the pass completion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Adrian Claiborne coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Looking for Fitzgerald, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. And New York set to take the field. And a great spot to start this drive from here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. That throw good for 4. It's second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He finds his target, Terrence Williams. 15 yards through the air and a first down. And he was able to find a very soft spot in that zone coverage.
I love that term, Brandon. That soft spot where you find the open area, set up, and catch the football before the hard collision comes afterwards.
It's a gain of 7, and that'll make this a second down. So they complete the pass, and now they face a second down. Back to throw again. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd and short.
Whenever I see an in route dropped, as we just saw in that play, I'm always thinking that in the back of their mind, they're worried about what's coming at them because they're going towards traffic on that route as opposed to being away from it and maybe having a little bit more space.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. Terrence Williams from 13 yards out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
And no matter how it comes about, when you get good field position, you have to make the defense pay. Short fields usually make for good offense.
And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. So the flag is for roughing the kicker, a big 15-yard penalty.
And I'm not sure that was the time to go all out after the kicker. Plenty of time left in this game.
It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They go back to the air here after the INT. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's finally taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you're going to lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-armed guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Looking to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. 6 yards on the pickup, and on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that 4th down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Walker with a grab, left side. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on 1st down for them. Brings up a nice 2nd down for him.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down. They love being physical.
Here we go.
Freeman again, a 1st down carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
That's another nice run, and I have to tell you, some of the coach...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Freeman taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
They set up the screen to Martin, and he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it's good for a New York first down. And now we're circling here around the 2-minute warning.
This is a setup play, trying to get one last one in before the clock warning.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Corey Coleman, 61 yards. And the Giants have taken the lead. Good pass, clean catch, and a house call there on the fly route.
And not that much room to operate. So that tells you about his acceleration. We always talk about being able to go from 0 to 60 real fast. It took him less time than that to get to top speed and complete that play.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Give them 13 on the pickup there. And that'll be good for a Pittsburgh first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
And a long way to go for the offense here on second down. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. And again here, we'll see the Wildcat.
Here we go.
On the direct snap, Freeman. And a gadget package there won't do much for him. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down. They'll throw now on the final play. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They'll set up to throw. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that that fell harmlessly to the ground. On third down, he'll drop to throw. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kamal Ishmael. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Time for the Steelers offense now to get set for their first possession of half number 2. Really nice starting field position here for the offensive unit. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The target that time was Vincent Jackson, and it's second down.
How many times when we see an incomplete pass, we just look at the receiver and say,
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. In the red zone this time. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Now a handoff. It's Freeman. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They're going to look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Devontae Freeman. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Steelers are an extra point away from taking the lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Sturgis to send it away. And a short kick, taking it about the 16. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Man open left side, it's Williams. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's through an opening, and there he goes. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick 6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. And now out come the Giants. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. Fitzgerald's got it right side. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
They'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Bust like that at just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion. The Steelers insert their nickel defense on third down.
Yeah, they add a DB. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? Five yards to gain here on third down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got the hook up to Lee. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
How many times we see it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, that's the type of pass play that you need to wait for routes to develop. You need a little time in the pocket. But that's hard to do when you got people in your face.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Lee's got it over the middle. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag. Because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Completes it to Lee. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Giants with possession of the football but needing points as we start quarter number 4. Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is third down and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Derek Morgan in there to drop him for a loss of 10. And it'll be 4th and long. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. And the Steelers set to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll look to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, there really wasn't much there, but a completion is a completion. A tough 3rd down awaits them.
And at this stage of the game, time a factor, time on their side as they just try to eke out the final precious moments of this one. Time is starting to run out, really becoming a factor. We'll see if the defense can get the stop they need to get the ball back to the offense. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Sometimes it looks pretty simple, batting the ball away. But oftentimes there's some pretty good teaching and practice that goes into it. Being able to get to the receiver, not interfere, and get his hands through the football and knock it away.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. 17 yards on the pickup. And they're able to move the chains as they convert on 4th and long. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Pick down the numbers. There he goes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Charles, we've seen them target one of their main weapons time and time again. Maybe they went to that well too many times there.
Yeah, and it's so difficult to determine how many times is too many, because how many times have we seen a team go and play and say, until they stop us, we'll keep going. Well, they got stopped on that one, and it cost them 6 points.
They'll try and throw for it. That's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. The 2-point conversion successful. And we've got ourselves a tie football game. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 yards with a new rule as he's taken down right at the 20-yard line. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6, obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too. When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together.
And this is going to be intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. They are in field goal range here already. How do you handle this situation, tie game?
In a perfect scenario, you want to find a way to get the ball to the proper spot for your field goal kicker. They always have preferences. And you want to bleed the clock down so that when you do kick it, as the ball's going through the post,
zeros.
The clock hits zeros.
first down. Here's the run with Martin. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play there. Second down. Yeah, I think the blitz there really disrupted the draw.
Yeah, and it's usually when you catch them in a blitz, the draw works pretty well. If you're the offensive coordinator right now, that's visor throwing time, isn't it? Because that's supposed to work in a big way.
Now he'll look to throw here, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. David Harris coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. And the Steelers signal for another timeout. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And the offense now will try to regroup after the sack on second down. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Backing up. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down.
I think the defenders have to feel pretty good. Even though the ball was tipped in the air and could have become a big play for the offense, they actually won one because they got...
And whistle blown. A timeout here is taken, and it's taken by the kicking team. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And he comes back with one complete. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. They get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Call it a gain of 3, and it's a 2nd down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
He'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. 7 yards remaining here on 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick 6 or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. They're set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, That gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team, and that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
Well, it's been loud in here so far. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones. That catch good for 5. It's third down. And the Giants will go with 6 defensive backs here on third. He'll look to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. So 2nd and 10 here. They'll look to throw again. Caught by Jones. That catch good for 5. It's third down. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. This complete to Jones. Good defense holds him to only a yard. Here playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Back to throw again. Over the middle here to Brown. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. And some courage there. Your side of the field in overtime first drive. Going for it. Wow, they got it, though.
Sometimes you have the feel that whether you turn it over on your side of the field or you punt it away to them and give them the ball, you're not going to be able to stop them anyway. They decided to gamble on themselves, and that was a big pickup.
A dump off to Lacey. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Caught on the left side, Fitzgerald. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs. Now this will be the 9th play on this drive. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On the counter, Devontae Freeman. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. And a really long drive here, and it goes on and on. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Man open left side is Brown. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be third down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that will be their third and final in this overtime session. And as they talk it over, we take a break. We'll be right back. And this seemingly endless drive continues. Back to throw now on first down. And that time almost intercepted. That would have changed things here in overtime, but instead, second down.
Well, an incomplete pass certainly doesn't look like a good play. For the guy throwing it today, as many interceptions he's thrown, he's got to feel a sigh of relief that the ball actually hit the ground and didn't go in the other direction.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll look to throw again. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Offense has been out there a while. This is their 14th play in this series. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Now back to throw. And complete to the tight end Walker, right side. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. On play action, they'll throw. Fitzgerald bringing it in over the middle. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Giants are going to get the football back. The Giants offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. Their defense did its job, got the stop. All they need is 3, and this is over.
Couldn't have done much else other than score themselves and end it. But they turned it back over to them, and now all they need is a field goal to win the game. Excellent job by the defense. Can the offense finish things off?
Part 1 is done, now part 2. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, what, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year, when the Davises and the Gaudens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first.
Complete. It caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well. And maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
I see an extra defensive back on the field. Little surprise here on 3rd and 1. Completes it to Lee. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Now it's Martin. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, 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 and what a terrific play.
Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarris Bird. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. Neither team scored yet. Now we go to sudden death. Next points win this game.
How about the tension right now? It is ratcheted up, isn't it? I mean, now whatever happens, points are scored, that's your ball game. Can't wait to see the defense now. Do they get a little more aggressive in order to not let the team just drive the ball easily down the field?
Gotta be careful, though, right?
Yeah, if you're too aggressive, you just give up something easy and cheap. But some defensive coordinators, they'd rather take a stand that way as opposed to being nickel and dime down the field.
2 minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. And they'll give it to him here. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
He's got the hook up here to Vincent Jackson. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. 2nd down now after the pass completion. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. He'll drop to throw. And Walker with it over the middle. And 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And coaches always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
Man open left side is Brown. 23 yards on the play. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
Red zone opportunity. They'll run here with Freeman. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Not only was that a terrific play, but that loss of yardage they created this close to their own goal line, that gives them a little breathing room now as they move them back.
And they're breathing fire a little bit right now, aren't they?
A lot of confidence being shown by them at this point of the game.
A dime look defensively. Big play coming on 3rd and goal.
They can still blitz out of this look.
That's caught at the 3. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. Oh, look at this. All they need is the field goal to win. They've got the offense out there. They're going for it on 4th and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. As the fans exit back out through the turnstiles, not happy looks on their faces. Feel like they probably let this one slip away at home in overtime.
I would agree with that, and their unhappiness hurts the guys in the concession stands on the way out, right? Not stopping to buy something for the kids. They just want to get home. But what a dramatic way to finish this bad boy off. I mean, this game was dramatic all the way through. That's why we got to overtime. And then to go ahead and finish it this way, the fans streaming out unhappy. But the team that came in here and won this one on the road, they sprinted to their locker room.
And speaking of buying things, dinner...